Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to rotate a video in React Native's new architecture for iOS. So firstly I will show you guys the output. So here I have two buttons, pick video and save video. If I click on pick video, it opens the video picker. If I select my video, it rotates the video and then start playing it inside AV player view controller. As you can see, the video has been rotated by 90 degrees. Now I have hard coded that inside my code, but I'll show you where I have hard coded, so you can if you want, change that value dynamically or ask the user how much he wants to rotate the video by. And also if I want, I can just save this particular video as well. So if I click on save video, the video has been saved. If I click on pick video again, here you can see there are two videos now. So yeah, that's what we will be doing, and we will be making use of turbo module. So it's better you keep this documentation handy because I will be copying a lot of code from this documentation. Firstly, I have created a React Native application. Once you do that, you will have to open your terminal and cd to your iOS directory and then run this particular command. So this will enable the new architecture for iOS. Once you do that, you will have to install this particular dependency, React Native image picker, which will help us to pick videos. And once you install this, you will again have to do pod install, but for new architecture you will again have to go to cd to your iOS directory and then run this particular command. So this is the way of installing pod for the new architecture. You can't just run pod install, you have to run this entire command. So once that is done, then we'll start following this documentation of turbo modules. So here, as you can see, I have created this folder called RTN my transform. You can name whatever you feel like, but I think it's better you follow my naming convention because a lot depends on this folder name. Then we will be creating a package.json file, and now I have copy pasted this from docs. Only this name I have changed, this and this has been changed. Next, I have created a pod spec file, again copied it from docs, and only this name has been changed. Next, I have created a JS folder. Inside that, I have created a TypeScript file. Again, I have copy pasted everything from the docs, and I have added two methods, one called transform where I am passing our video URL, and another called save. And this particular name has been changed, rest everything else same. Then the documentation specifies that create an iOS folder over here inside your RTN my transform, but we won't be doing that because we want to write a majority of our code in Swift. So what the next step you will have to do is you will have to cd to your root directory of React Native project and then run this particular command. Once you run this, you will have to do cd ... It will move you outside your React Native project and then run this particular command. But here you will have to replace rnapp iOS with your own project name. So as you can see, my project name is rnapp iOS, but for you will have to replace with your project name over here as well as over here. Then you will have to cd to your main iOS directory and again run this particular command. So this will do code generation for iOS and do pod install as well. Once that is done, go to your iOS folder, open the XE workspace in Xcode. I have already done that. Then I will add this inside our info.p list. I have added this photo library usage description permission because while saving the video we require this particular permission. So I have added that. Then I have again I am following the documentation. So I have created a header file. So RTN my transform, again copied it from docs. Only this name has been changed, this has been changed. I have added AVKit over here, and this name has been changed, and this name has been changed. Everything else remains the same. Next, I have created an Objective-C file called RTN my transform, and I have changed the extension to .mm. So it is Objective-C++. Once you create this file, again immediately create a Swift file called my transform, and Xcode will ask, do you want to create a bridging header? Click yes. So here you can see it has created a bridging header for me automatically. Then we'll go to our Objective-C++ file. We will import foundation. Then we will import our header file, and this, while importing this should be your bridging header name. As you can see, my bridging header name is rnapp iOS, so I have added that over here. Then this is our Objective-C file name. This has been copied from docs. Here we are initializing our Swift file. This code I have copied it from docs, only this name has been changed. Then we are overriding transform method which takes a video URL. So here we are calling the transform method which I have defined inside my Swift file, which I will show you shortly, and that follows async await. So that's why we have to use completion handler over here. And if we have the transformed video URL, then we are initializing our player item as well as player, and on the main thread over here we are creating our player view controller, assigning our player to our player view controller, and then we are looping over it the UI scene to get the root view controller, because once we get the root view controller over here, we are launching our player view controller. That's why we require it, and we start playing the video over here. So if your video is very long, this will take a little bit of time, so be patient. And here, as you can see, I'm overriding the save method and calling save method from our Swift file. Now coming back to our Swift file, so here I have imported AVKit as well as photos, and here I have created one final URL. So here I have created one transformed method. So here firstly we create our file manager, then an AV URL asset, then we load tracks with the from our video, and then we create load the natural size, and if the height is equal to width, then we can't really rotate the video. So I'm just assigning it to our final URL variable, whatever video URL we have, and return it back. But if they are not same, then only we create an AVMutableComposition. We create a frame duration, then we create square size. So if height is greater than width, then set the width as the square size, otherwise height. Then we do video composition dot render size CG size make, pass our square size. After that we create an AVMutableComposition instruction. We load the duration of the video, we insert that inside the time range. We create an AVMutableComposition layer instruction. Then we use CA affine transform make translation. We create a final transform. Then we set the transform, set the layer instructions as well as the video composition instructions. Then we create an export path as well as an export URL. If the file already exists, we delete it. Then we create an AV asset export session, assign it to our video composition, create an output URL, output file type, as well as export it. And once we export it, we get the output URL. So I assign it to our final URL variable and return it. So that's it for rotating the video. And if you want to see, so here as you can see, I am hard coding the 90 degrees part. So double dot pi is 180, 180 divided by 2 is 90. So here you can send whatever value you feel like. Then here I have this save method. So if final URL is not equal to empty, then we first request authorization, and for that here I have created one method. So if it has proper permission, then only we allow the user to save the video. So here we call perform changes, and then we call create request for asset from video, pass our final URL. If it is success, then we print video saved successfully. In case of error, we say error saving video, and unknown error occurred while saving the video. Now coming back to React Native side, inside our app.tsx I have imported launch image library as well as RTR my transform, and here I have created two buttons. On the click of second button, we are just saving the video. On click of first button, we are calling pick video, and here you can see we are filtering by videos. And if the user has picked one video which has a proper URI, we come over here and we just pass that URI to our transformed method, which goes to Objective C++, which goes to Swift. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.